going to talk about cross training. So, and I want to be specific cross training here at ROC Pole Fitness because not everyone has access to a gym or a membership to a gym. So everything you need, you can literally get it all right here. So our bread and butter is pole. That's what we do. That's what we're good at. So pole, what that builds is everything, really. So it builds your upper body strength because you have to pull your body up against the force of gravity. You have to go 12 feet in the air, and you have to be in control, and you have to make it look effortless. So it builds your core, and what your core is are your abs, your back, your hip flexors, and your glutes. So we have other classes that you can take here that transfers directly to pole. For example, we have pole silks. Now, that's when you attach the silks to the pole. So what's different from that, yes, we do have the mode where the pole spins in regular class, but in pole silks, it has to spin, okay? So you build that, I can't remember what the gland is in your brain, but it builds that tolerance to spin and body awareness, because you have to like balance yourself on this piece of cloth. And that's a lot of core that's built with that. So silks obviously transfers directly to pole. We also have flexi boot camp. So when we do our flexi class, it's not just doing passive flexibility drills where you just like gravity push you down into splits or whatever. We are we focus more on mobility training, strength training. With flexibility, you must have strength to go with it. When we're standing up and we want to have those awesome extensions, you need strength for that. And to do that, you need to practice, okay? So we do, at the end, we'll do our passive flexibility skills, but throughout the entire class, we're doing mobility training. You have to lift your whatever body part, your legs or whatever, you have to lift that up against the force of gravity, and you need to have the strength in your glutes, your quads, your hip flexors to hold that. That's the strength we want. That takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to practice that on a regular basis. We also have handstand training. Matt teaches that class. His background is capoeira. That's a Brazilian fighting style. So handstands, you learn body awareness, like your proprioception, where you are in space, especially being upside down and moving around space. Okay, so handstands will build the strength. You'll learn cartwheels and flips and all that cool stuff. We also have soft acrobatics. Okay, so that's like capoeira light. Okay, we're trying to get that capoeira program off the ground. So handstand training, Matt teaches that. Myself and Matt teaches the flexibility training. We have pole silks. We have the flying pole. So that's the pole that just swings. It's not attached to the floor, it just swings. That's another set of muscle engagement that you have to use for a pole that's not anchored down. And we also have other classes like the exotic classes where you're dancing in heels. That's a different dynamic by itself there, because you also need to understand the science of the heel and how to use the box of the heel to emulate releves, okay? Because we don't want to dance flat-footed when we're bare feet. When you have the heels on, you need to use the box of the heel so you can get high on your toes. So there's a lot of science behind it as well. And building the strength, working with heels, getting those beautiful extensions. So if you take those classes, that's why we offer it, everything transfers to pole. Pole helps one, the other helps pole. And that's why we do it. So I encourage you, and I respect, people's finances. Not everyone can afford to do 3-4 classes, 2-3-4 classes a week. But we have open pole practice, okay? We have 6 hours a week you have access to if you have a regular membership. No other studio does that. If you're able, take advantage of that. Take the time to do the non-fun stuff. When you're doing your warm-ups, do your drills. Do your pull-up drills, do your push-ups, do your leg lifts, all of that stuff that's not fun to do, because we all want to do the fun and sexy stuff, but if you want the fun and sexy stuff to be easy, you have to do the hard stuff to make the fun and sexy stuff look easy, okay? So I encourage you, take those classes if you're able. if you miss a class, use those classes as makeup. Come and take advantage of the open pole practice. If you need us to help you with anything, with any drills you need suggestions, ask an instructor to help you, okay? But I just want you to utilize the studio and get the most out of it that you can. Your pole practice will benefit from it. That's why we have it. All right, utilize this if you need us, and I love you. Happy polling.